it's Mickey, and I am making a small video on 4 of the herbs that I chose to talk about. And I wrote down the information that I got from In Spyrit Metaphysical on their site. And I'm going to start with Solomon's Seal. I don't know if most of you have heard of Solomon's Seal, but it helps break habits, welcomes change, invokes wisdom, and warding off negativity. So this is a good one to have, especially, now, with everything that's going on in the world. So, basics on it is that it can aid in making difficult decisions and accepting and seeking changes. The description on it is it helps in spell work to aid changing, breaking habits, and helps in smooth transitions for change. So if you're trying to break a habit, whether it be smoking, just anything that you are wanting to break, you could use this in a ritual. It has been used in love potions to amplify commitment between partners, to seal a spell or a sacred oath or a promise. So maybe hand fasting, that would probably be a good herb to use if you do hand fasting. Hand fasting is a way witches, Wiccans, pagans get married. And I can explain more if you want to know about hand fasting as well. Let's see. The root, when carried as an amulet, can ward off malicious spirits and increase wisdom. So what I thought was interesting about it is because it probably would be able to be put into an amulet really easily because of how it looks. I enjoy this one because it's so unique, and I feel like we could definitely use this during this time, especially for the negativity and welcoming change, since there's so much change going on right now. So there's that. This is only 5 grams, but I think it's pretty nice because they're big chunks. Okay, so the second one that I'm going to be going over will be sandalwood, and a lot of people probably know what sandalwood is, but I'm just going to give the basics and what you can use it for. So I have different kinds of sandalwood. I have red sandalwood, and this is chips. It's a little bright in here. The sun's really bright right now. So see, that's the chips. And I also have it in a form of essential oil. Kind of hard to see there. And I also make rollers. And this has sandalwood and chamomile. The labels aren't the prettiest, but it was the first one that I made, so, but it's really good smelling and it's relaxing. So there's those. And it's for protection, spirits, and can be used for funerals. It says sandalwood can clear negativity. It is burned for protection and healing, and has a very high spiritual vibration. So being used for communication with spirits, that might be an option. I know that it's listed down here. When it's mixed with frankincense and burned at the full moon, its vibrations are higher. So if you want to amplify its benefits, you can use it with frankincense. And I have frankincense tears that I'll be going over when I talk about the resins. And you can burn them with the charcoal. And you can put it inside a burnable surface, so be careful with what you want to be sure it's like heat resistant because sometimes I know like dragon's blood will spark and it's pretty scary, and you probably want to use tongs. And I'll be getting tongs in the mail today actually, so that's why I'm not showing the use of it yet, because I don't trust myself. I am very clumsy. Okay, enough about me. Let's see. Okay, so conjure spirits when mixed with lavender and used as an incense. So, I have lavender right here. I love it. So, it's a little bag, but I used to have a lot. I used to have a couple pounds, but I used it in my satchels, and I say that wrong. And I gave it to a bunch of my friends during midterms at school because I wanted them to be able to relax. So there's that. And lavender's pretty cheap, and it's on In Spyrit Metaphysical. So it is also sandalwood is used in Western cultures for funerals because it is believed to be able to carry the souls to the next life. And I love that because I'm all into, you know, the next life. Spiritual wise, I'm very connected to it. So there's that for that one. And I'm gonna get into wild cherry bark. So now this is interesting because I've never really gotten into this one, but I was told by Sean and Terry yesterday, who are the owners of In Spyrit Metaphysical, and pretty much, you know, they're like my mom and dad. They pretty much adopted me. So what they told me is it's a very popular one. It's used a lot. So here's what the description is. Well, it's for divination, love, help, and health. So wild cherry bark, thought to be effective in love, romance, sexual attraction, and friendship, like strong relationships. And it can draw good luck in matters of the heart. Native Americans used it to treat coughs, colds, diarrhea, and other similar ailments by making it into tinctures and syrups. Cherry bark is a strong divination incense and can be burned when performing any form of scrying or dowsing or during any readings such as tarot cards or rune casting. It's a divination herb. So this is probably why it's so popular and that it helps with, you know, love as well. So there's that. And if you want to know more about these, just let me know, and there's a bigger description in the shop as well because I didn't write all of it down. There was so much. I just wrote down the basics. So now let's get into the last one. And that is, don't mind my messy handwriting. My note taking is, well, I could read it, you know. It's not very legible for anyone else. Red Dragon's Blood Sage. Now I have a few kinds. I have Red Dragon's Blood Smudge Stick, but this is grounded. So you could use this on a charcoal, on a charcoal tablet, and putting it into your little cauldron after you heat it, or you could just, you know, throw these in and burn them. That should be fine too, but make sure it's in, you know, a safe surface. That's one way to do it, and it seems to be popular. So, but I enjoy this because it's just cool looking. And it's a big wand. I showed it yesterday. I mean, it's not huge, but it's, you know, a good size one, and it smells really, really good. So I know it's probably very messy. I have not opened it yet. Come on. So this is what it looks like. And I will read the description. Also, I have it in resin. And when you burn it, it looks like a heart. It's pretty cool. And it bleeds. Like, it also beats like a heart too, if you get it hot enough. I've noticed if you don't get it hot enough, it just makes a mess. Okay, so Red Dragon's Blood Sage. This is a mixture of dragon's blood resin and mountain sage. Dragon's blood is prized as a grounding and extraordinary, powerful protector against negativity and lower vibrations. Dragon's blood can remove negativity from a space, psychic magic and spiritual energy properties, increases effectiveness during spell work. Mountain sage is good for adding strength to rituals. So this would be a good one to use during ritual, you know, cleansing the space to make sure that it's pure and no negativity is around. You could use this to cleanse your house. It'd be very potent, and it would be very good for that as well. I would make sure you have a catcher under it and to know that it's really messy because it is rolled in dragon's blood resin, which, you know, it's messy. So I love the bright colors, probably because I'm an Aries fire sign. I love red, you know, it's really cool. And dragon's blood is one of my favorite things. So those are what I'm going over today. I also have lavender incenses sticks that are natural that I got. This was from, I think, an Indian shop. But yeah, so if you mix that with sandalwood, burning sandalwood, that would help communication with the spirits. Now, I know today has been mostly about, you know, spiritual communication, and I don't know if that's something you guys are into, but I thought I would, you know, use some unique ones that maybe you have not heard of as much. I'm only going to do 4, maybe 5 at once because I don't want to overwhelm. If you have any questions about any of the uses of these, or if you have any tips on how to record this, how you would like to see it, just let me know. I'm new at this, so I would love to take any suggestions. And you guys all have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. And this will be on my group page and on YouTube as well. So thank you very much, and brightest blessings.